dance experience is officially cancelled.
Oh, the symbolic of the red during that moment. Blood, you know, revolution, vampire. Outside.
On the outside, it's called the overtime contingency. What are you talking about? I woke up outside in my house with a milkshake. What? I saw my son. And then he hugged me. I'm supposed to have that in my head every day here. I never get to see him again. He's not your son, darling. He's yours. That's bullshit.
No.
He's my son, too.
We can use this.
What?
If they can wake us up on the outside, what's to stop us from doing it to ourselves? We can find whatever they use to control it and, commandeer it.
Ah.
We can all see the outside, find out who we are.
Find a way to wake yourselves up outside.
Is that Warrior's key card?
Where did you find it?
In my pocket during the music dance experience. I think I must have had it with me when I came in today.
How does your car get the key card overhead as security?
I don't know.
I think it's time for a field trip.
To the experience. I'm sorry, Mom.
Where are you going?
I have to make sure Bert's okay.
What about the plan?
I'm sorry, Mom. I can't hear you. I'll be back.
I don't want to blame him. I love Bert and Earth together. Even if you don't have my suspicions. Quick cameras.
It's fucking weird.
Not that much. Ah, you expected to see other people.
Over here.
All of you guys. What about the numbers next to their names?
That's us. The name of the thing, the oversight something?
The overtime contingency. Shit.
Cobert is taking the elevator.
Okay, it's good. You know that. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Ah,
Harmony, I was looking for you. Calm down. I have a board here.
the board here? Ah,
Breaker's dead.
the phone.
What? The board finds this deeply troubling. Whoever killed Mr. Grainer is probably the same person who reintegrated Peter Gilmer.
True.
Integration happened. And I have the data to prove it. And I would be happy to share my findings in person.
I want to see the board, so please.
And we'll be available to meet with you at the Egan Family Gala next week to discuss this further. Details to come.
Egan, kill Egan. Bertie! Ah, you're not the big boss. Unless you're lying, but... Ellie, it was what? It was E or T? Can't remember. Oh? They got a reward? They got...
Trackball type, switch type, flip type, hold, boom. What? I'm smart.
Yeah, see, there are 2 lever switches that you have to hold open during the actual procedure. And they're on either side of the door.
I can do it.
Bye bye, Bert!
How about a round of applause for the man of the hour?
He's taking his retreat?
Greetings, designers. And one refiner. Virgie. This is for you.
That's your auntie.
Hello. This has got kind of strange, but a lot of things about this job are.
Okay, I don't think that you're the big boss anymore. You chose to
Of
be there.
course, I don't really know any of you, but the man standing there with you now does. He's worked with you for nearly 7 years, and I don't know what they've been like or what exactly I or he has been doing with you, but I come home feeling tired but fulfilled. I feel satisfied. I must like you very much. I just want to say thank you all. And Bert, I see you. Congratulations. Bon voyage.
Bon voyage. But now that I have the assurance that you're not the big boss.
And let him die. I mean, what? Are we being punished for defying the guidance of the founder?
This version of him is gonna die, yes.
It'll happen to you too someday. You smug motherfucker. You're not severed. You walk out of here with your memories. You carry them home with you every night. No one can rip them away from you, snuff them out, like you never existed. That's enough. You will go back to MDR. Milchick, please.
Oh, I love you! He read you so well.
Party and support his transition, but only if you behave in a manner that brings no shame upon yourself, the founder or his progeny. I don't know what's gotten
And no matter what, after that, you're gonna have the break room.
Yes. Mr. Milchick. Now. That's all. Say goodbye to Bird.
Oh, Bert, you're not the big boss. I was so wrong, and I'm glad. But to learn that now. But if it's not you, it's someone else. For me, someone who owns a company like that would want to see it from the inside.
Irving?
Let's burn this place to the ground.
Okay. If Earl, you know, was following the rules and everything religiously says that.
Hey.
Hey. You my phone?
Right, yeah, come on in.
You forgot your phone?
You know, I found it between the wall and the bed.
Like to listen to his conversations, his dreams.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. You know, I'm a little tired.
Okay, I'll let go.
No, come on.
Look, Martin, I just don't think you're ready for this.
No, I think I'm really ready
No,
for this.
I don't think you're ready for anything.
I'm really sorry.
Okay.
And I'm sorry for talking about her. No, it's too
It's
much.
not that issue.
See? That's her.
No, Mark. No, Mark.
Go on.
You didn't understand. What she said and your own situation. You didn't understand anything.
What? Listen, you know, we'll talk all about Gemma. She was great. She was...
Bye.
Gemma, another G. Stop Laura with that.
Really?
I'm still thinking now about the boss situation. If the big boss will come inside.
She only sneezed twice.
It's not being severed, you know. Without being severed.
You know, I thought cardigans were ridiculous. Loved all these things about her. Equally.
That's something you know about. About her session, her therapy sessions, you have to love equally all of these things. It's Gemma. Since the beginning, the psychiatrist, you know, who took that session with Herb about you have to love these things equally, it's Gemma. The one who took him into his therapy session, it was Gemma about the tree. The tree, she's supposed, like, normally she died to a car accident with that tree. She didn't die. How can it be someone who died and finally she didn't die and they took her and they put her right there, they're using her? What? The candle? The candle that Gemma fabricated, for what I understood, or at least used? You made herself used it with Gemma and Mark? Just as a test, like for none of them it's ring a bell. For none of them it rings a bell. The candle, when for both of them it should ring a bell. But inside she's a missus. It totally ruins my intuition, you know, about all of the Mr. and Mrs. being, you know, on the same level, none of them being severed. By her, she got severed. Milkshake, Grana, and Harmony, they are the only three ones. Like, we know that they are not severed. Because inside and outside, they are the same. So there are the three only ones that were sure, for which, you know, for whom we are sure of that. She went into the break room, Gemma, so... she went into the break room, so in fact, yes, it was a proof that she was not part of the system, but used by the system, you know, by the company. The Mr. and Mrs. can be severed as well. Okay, that's a new thing. For me, you know, because of all of that theory that I have about the big boss is inside, now I'm like, okay, it's not Bert. So if it's not Bert, it's someone else. Maybe it's more Mr. and Mrs. For me, I'm sorry, the big boss, it's not someone who got severed, because my theory about the big boss is inside, it's that impression that I have that the big boss of this company would want to keep an eye on what is happening inside. So for that person needs to be the same outside, so can't be severed. But for now I have only 3 people that I'm sure of, you know, who are not like that. Let's come back to Gemma. Fucking Gemma. How can you be dead and in fact not dead and they're using you as a missus? Meaning that you have a better role, you know, than the other ones? Or maybe it's just my impression of it and in fact not at all, because she's treated like them. And she went into the break room because of you, Mark. You were that close at some point and you said I'm sorry to her like that, like... Oh, you mocked her a little, you know, by cheating, by going away with Ellie. She was trying to find you because she was scared for you. Maybe she had that instinct, that intuition of being scared for you because she remembers that she loves you. Oh. You know, at the beginning of this show, I said, maybe Ellie, you know her from outside and you don't remember that inside that you know her from outside. Like, I thought that they could create a situation like that, you know, but with Ellie, and when Mark getting out saw Ellie on the parking and didn't recognize her, I was like, okay, no, it can't be. Really rewatch my reaction video about the first episode. I thought that it could be something about Ellie. In fact, maybe you already know her from inside or from outside, but you can't remember her because of what they did to you again, you know, remanipulating your memories, or just because of the Severance situation. And in fact, it's not Ellie, it's your own wife, who is not dead! Harmony, she knows that. Harmony, she took that candle for that. That's why she wanted Mark to have a therapy session with her, with the candle as well. Harmony, you're torturing Mark. The fact that Harmony, she has that obsession with Mark keeping an eye on him, that much that she's living next to him, that now she's making friends, you know, with his sister. And all of that about Gemma. But Gemma is never getting out. Because if she would get out of work, Gemma, she would remember about Mark, she would search for him. She would be like, hey, oh, I'm not dead. Gemma is never getting out. That's what Pity found. You know, on Pity map, he put houses. People are living inside. She's living inside, Gemma. People who are supposed to be dead, they are using them inside and they are keeping them inside forever. It would be a free, how do you say it in English? A free workers. Workers for free. Like, you have people who are supposed to be dead, you are keeping them alive, making them go better, and you are keeping them inside forever. You have them you have workers for free and forever. Oh wow, I need to think about all of that. You know, about the entire situation with Gemma. And yes, for me, another big reveal during this episode, it was about Bert G. The fact that it's a G and not an E, I'm like, okay, so you're not the big boss like I suppose. Meaning that I can ship you for now, for real. You know, Bert and Earth together, but you're announcing me that, you know, you're presenting me that. You know, the proof that he's not the big boss, with his initial, I already had a little doubt about it, but the fact that he got his retirement, it really feels like a punishment, or at least a way to control the situation and to be like, okay, we're not gonna take more risk. So clearly it means that no, Bert is not the big boss. The fact that the proof of the fact that he's not the big boss, it's also the reason why they can't be together anymore. It's killing me. And right there, it killed Irv as well. What he said to Milkshake during that moment, I loved it so much. And the fact that he's coming back saying like, let's burn this place, when, you know, for this four, Irv was the one following the rules, blindly, you know, loving, embracing all of human bullshit. The fact that it's Irv who is saying, that's enough, let's burn this place. It's so great. Dylan, I knew that it would disturb him totally to know that he has a son. That father instinct, you know, for sure, it's gonna disturb him, and now he wants to see his son again. And you know, it's a big change for a character, Walk Dylan, who was all about flirting with women and all. To discover that he's a father, for sure, it's changing a guy like him. We're gonna have a new head of security to replace Granner. Maybe someone who is gonna be worst. Harmony is gonna meet the board. I cannot wait. I want to see the board. I want to see that. The gala, we're gonna have a gala. And that's how I remembered that the family who owns the company, their names, you know, I know that it's Keir, the founder. The name is beginning with an E. Ellie can't be the big boss. Ellie was severed. For me, the big boss, if the big boss is a part of that floor, you know, the big boss is not severed because he would want to, you know, to witness all of that with his real eyes. His or her real eyes. I don't know, it can be, but I don't know why, I'm sure that the big boss is here. You know, I told you during the intro that Ellie, she's rich and she's embracing Lumon's ideas, which is making me think that maybe she's a political figure who is there, you know, to take information about Lumen, who is embracing, you know, Lumen stuff that much that she wants to be a part of it. But at the same time, now that I think about it, it's stupid that I thought that during the intro, that I came to that conclusion during the intro, because she was severed. And someone like that wouldn't want to be severed. Or maybe would. But no, she couldn't remember. Harmony getting that close to Mark's sister for sure, I hate it. And I'm wondering why. Because at some point you want to have a way to threaten Mark? Because you want to get more information from him? You know about his wife, his dead wife, you know about stuff. Ah, right there, she implied that... Oh! She said, Mark, does he tell you that he sees his wife sometimes? Me, I thought that she said that because it was to say, hey, Mark, maybe he can hallucinate because of the severance, be careful with that. So if Mark would come to his sister with weird thoughts, his sister wouldn't be that surprised by it, wouldn't take him seriously because of the fact that she suggested that he can have hallucinations. Like, for example, seeing pity, you know, a businessman out of her place. I think that you were suggesting hallucinations to destroy a little the credits that Mark can have with his sister, but also it was to check if he does remember that he can see Gemma at work. Harmony, you're evil! You're fucking evil, Harmony. I'm still not sure that she's not a druid. No, she's not, but she's evil. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there because, like I told you during the intro, I want to watch the 3 last episodes of this season 1 today. I don't know if I'm gonna have the time. If not, the last episode is gonna be for tomorrow, but I would like to watch them all today. But if they are all that exhausting for my brain, you know, for my mind, to understand everything and all, I'm not sure in fact that I can do it. We'll see. It's all for you for this video, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye. And remember that on my Patreon you have 1 or 2 episodes of advance. I don't know where I am right now with the schedule, so check the description.
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Hey.